Hi, it's Mary, and welcome back to Being Mary. Today I want to talk about something personal, something I never thought I'd be sharing on a podcast, my hearing loss and my journey with hearing aids. We need to learn to trust our loved ones. So many of us, especially those of us who grew up being taught pull up your bootstraps, tend to ignore our own health issues. We push through confusion, memory lapses, or hearing difficulties because we think we're tough. But here's the thing. When someone who loves you, a son, a daughter, a spouse, a friend, gently says, "Hey, I think I'm noticing something," we need to listen. They're not coming to take anything away from us. Honestly, let's be real. They don't want to take care of us down the road. They've got their own busy lives. So one of the best things we can do for ourselves and for them is to advocate for our own health and well-being. So today, let's talk about hearing loss. Let's raise a little awareness and maybe even remove some of the stigma and insecurity around it. It's not scary. And hearing aids have come a long way from the big, bulky devices our parents or grandparents wore. Here's mine. Look how small and discreet it is. I remember when I first got mine, oh boy, was that an adjustment. For years, I didn't realize just how much sound I was missing. The first time I went into the bathroom with my hearing aids in, I thought a freight train was coming through the room. It turns out it was just the bathroom fan. And then my poor grandchildren. I kept asking them to stop being so loud. And all of a sudden, everything sounded so loud to me. But here's the thing. Your brain adjusts. Pretty soon those new sounds settle in and you don't even notice them anymore. Even noisy arenas don't bother me now. At first, I used to have to turn my hearing aids off in a rink because it was overwhelming. Now, I don't even think about it. And honestly, these new hearing aids are incredible. They're Bluetooth enabled. So I can listen to my podcasts through them just like I'm wearing earbuds. They're discreet, they're comfortable, and nobody even notices them. Just remember to take them out before you jump in a swimming pool. Just saying. If you're someone who communicates with someone who has hearing loss, here are a few things to keep in mind. We often look directly at your face. It helps us connect and catch the words more easily, especially in noisy or crowded situations. Please be patient. Sometimes people snap at us when we ask for things to be repeated, but we're doing our best. If we don't hear you and just nod or smile, it's not because we're being rude. Sometimes we're just trying to get through the moment without making a scene. For those wearing hearing aids, it's about figuring out what works for you, when you feel comfortable wearing them, and how to advocate for yourself. A few years ago, I never imagined I would be doing a podcast about my hearing aids. But here we are. Because we've come a long way and because it's important. I'd love to hear your stories too. If you've struggled with insecurity or if you've been going through your own journey with hearing loss and hearing aids, send me a message. Tell me how it's been for you. And finally, you really need to hear this. Even mild hearing loss doubles your risk of developing dementia later in life. But there's good news. Wearing hearing aids can help keep your brain stimulated and functioning well for much longer. So if you've noticed you're saying, "What?" more often, or turning up the TV louder, or struggling to understand people in restaurants, please don't just brush it off. Make an appointment with a licensed audiologist and get evaluated, because your health and your mind are worth it. Thanks for listening, and as always, for being here, being you, and being honest.